It's Tuesday training. Who's ready for another amazing week of training? This week's topic is one of my favorites. We're all about Facebook parties, and today is a very special theme. Today we are going to dig into Facebook Live parties. So some of you out there, you may have done a Facebook party before, but have you done a Facebook Live party before? Let's talk about it today. So hello! How are we doing this week, guys? Jacqui Duran here again. It's another amazing Tuesday training. I have literally just walked in my front door. So sorry for being a little scattered, but I'm trying to get this week's video done so I can get it uploaded to you all so you can have this, because I've got some amazing content for you today. But I also want to do it without interruption. So before little Mrs. School Bus rolls up, bam, that's my goal. My Girl Scout cookies came in today. Not that I can eat them because I had a tooth extracted last week and it's a little sore, so I'm not eating this. But another goal. I'm just gonna set goals everywhere. My goal is to feel better from this extraction site so I can eat some Girl Scout cookies. All about balance, people. Okay, so I've promised you big things, right? I'm promising you the world. This week, we're talking all about Facebook parties. That's right. Now, like I said, some of you may have done Facebook parties in the past. I know I have, and they have ranged anywhere from completely fell on the floor to, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just hit that number of sales doing a Facebook party. So I've had the entire range of the spectrum there, from nothing to OMG. I can tell you that as much effort as I put into those Facebook parties, there are some key points that I have taken away, and I've kind of refined my Facebook party process over the years. It started out being your typical Facebook party. I would send people to my link, and I would invite a ton of people, and nothing would happen. So what happens when we do something and it doesn't yield us the right results? Well, we tweak it a little, right? So I've tweaked my Facebook training or my Facebook partying over the years. I did actually use the tag team party peeps. I gotta give those girls some amazing props, because for what they do, they truly help us in our direct sales business. But I did take some tips from them and set up kind of how they lay out their style. So that was kind of the Facebook party model that I used for quite a while. It wasn't until probably about 6 months ago that I kind of started again tweaking and fine-tuning, because I was noticing that, yes, with my new great format and layout, things were going well, but at the same time, I still wasn't hitting those OMG numbers, which is where I wanted to be. So again, when things don't go quite to plan, then I start to tweak. That's what I do. I think as business owners and as leaders within our groups and our teams, we truly need to be doing that on a constant and continuous basis. You know, like I said, when I started with Scentsy 5 years ago, I certainly am not running my business the same way then that I do now, right? I've tweaked it over the years. I've figured out what kind of works a little bit better, or found out some things that I wasn't doing that really do work really well. It kind of depends on where we're at with things, but I think that by continuously taking a look at our business and again, evaluating, you know, give yourself a self-assessment every so often, you know? Make yourself a checklist. What is working? You know, when I had that month that was the OMG in sales, what was I doing that was different from the month where I had nothing in sales? What was the difference? Maybe it was because I worked my business more. Maybe I, you know, made it a point to touch my business every single day, or I had some events that I did, or I booked a lot of parties, or I made great follow-up phone calls. You have to learn to be able to look back at the statistics and go, okay, so if I did A, B, and C and that worked really well and I got the OMG party, I need to figure out how to duplicate A, B, and C every single month, right? Or at least get pretty darn close to it. That would be my goal. Or in the months that I've done 0, I would look at it and go, okay, X, Y, and Z is what I did during those months. Maybe it was nothing. I myself can say that life has gotten in the way of my business before. I have had months where I've had nada happening. And it's all on me. You know, I can't hold anybody else accountable for my business but myself. I hear people all the time talking about, well, I've tried this, I've tried that, nothing's working. You have to continuously try. The success in our business truly is determined by how much we put into our business. Because again, I'll go back and I'll use myself as a prime example. When I started in Scentsy 5 years ago, it was truly for a hobby. I truly didn't intend to have it be a business.
Secondary income. I wasn't looking for that. I wasn't planning for that. I wasn't working my Scentsy business like that. I was truly working it like a hobby. It was like, oh, okay, I got nothing else to do today. Maybe I'll make a couple posts about my Scentsy.
And it wasn't until I finally made the decision that I need to put in some more effort and able to see more output in my business that I truly started noticing a difference in my business. It really became a business at that point. So the same thing rings true with everything that we do in our business. Whether it is how you do your home parties, how you do a long distance bag party or pouch party, or even how you do Facebook parties. There's always ways to try something new and fun and innovative. With the way that technology is driving us, we are truly all about video. I don't care what social media platform you're on. Whether you want to talk about Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, all of these different platforms have one thing in common. They tend to get better results, more views, and more interaction with video. And why is that? I think in our personal line of direct sales with Scentsy as its own unique brand, I think that our customers truly relate to us for us. We become Scentsy to our customers, right? When they think of Scentsy, they think of us or you, right? That's what we want. And so they're relating with us on that basis. So when they get to see us, even though it just might be through a video, they're still getting to see us. So today I'm going to share with you a couple quick tips about doing a Facebook Live party. I first want you to throw out all the things that you think you know about doing a Facebook party. That's right, throw them all out the window because you are starting fresh with Facebook Live if you haven't yet done one. If you have, kudos to you, and I'd love to hear your comments about how it's gone for you and what you think has worked or what hasn't worked best for you. I do my Facebook parties on a VIP basis. I am not the person who invites every single person on my friends list to a Facebook party. I just don't. For one, I kind of look at it as rude because I don't really like it when people are inviting me to things that I may or may not even be interested in. So I certainly don't want to do that to my friends on Facebook, right? So I don't just massively invite everyone. I personally like to keep my invites at 30 people or less. And why do I do that? Because for one, I'm going to have more of a captive audience. For two, I've got more of a selective audience, right? Because I treat my Facebook parties and my hosts like VIPs. These are my VIPs. If I was doing a home party, I would probably not be comfortable doing it with more than 30 people. Why? Because I can't handle more than 30 people in a party setting. And that's exactly what I'm going to duplicate doing Facebook Live. That also helps because one of the things that I like to throw out there for whether it's my hosts or my customers is to invite a friend. So if all 30 people that I've invited to my VIP Facebook event invited a friend, I've now got 60 people. Okay, that is a lot of people to maintain all at once, right? A lot of people to keep engaged and active and working a Facebook party. That's right, it does take a little bit of work. And so in order to be able to give them the attention they deserve, that's where I draw the line, is 30. No more do I invite than 30, that's it. So I set it up as a closed private event, okay? What I do before I invite anybody is I will first put in there what is about to happen. I will tell them the when, the where, and the what time that the party is going to take place. I do a start time and an end time because I want people to know when it's gonna start and when it's gonna end. I will also make sure that my Facebook party link is included in the description of my Facebook event. I will also go in there and do a fun Facebook cover art. Now you can find tons of apps out there that will give you Facebook cover art. If you need help or suggestions, check out some of the other videos and you can grab some of those ideas. Or just simply use something that you already have. Now comes the invite stage, right? Remember how I said it was a VIP style? It truly is VIP style. So if I'm inviting people to a VIP event at my house, how am I inviting them? I'm either going to be texting them, calling them, maybe sending a quick email, or maybe it's somebody that I know and I'm actually going to go speak to them and talk to them and tell them, hey, on Friday I'm doing this really cool Facebook Live event at 8 o'clock. You totally need to be involved. Are you in? And that's how I kind of invite people, right? It's truly a personal invite. Again, I do not do a mass invitation, okay? I am relating to people on a personal basis because that's how I work my business, is on a personal basis. So why would I do it any other way? Another thing with doing a Facebook Live video, so I've got my start time and I've got my end time. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to prep for my party. If I was going to do a home party, what would I do? Have a display with some warmers, some wax, maybe some of the hand soap. I'm going to have my Scentsy Fresh on hand. I'm going to have some room sprays. I'm going to have a lot of different products out. Not a lot, but a nice little handful, right? So people can get a good sampling, a good idea of the products that we have, how they're used, and what they look like in person. So I'm going to do that in my Facebook Live video because for one, it's Facebook Live. Yeah, that's right. In my Facebook event, I'm going to go live. Okay? I'm going to go live. I'm not going to be sitting there copying and pasting and putting images and pictures in. No, I am all about live in this party. Now, up until the party date, yes, I'm going to try and keep people kind of engaged and involved. Now, how do you get engaged posts and engaged audience attendance? Well, you do that by asking engaging questions. You do that by posting engaging posts. You don't just say, hey, we're having a party on Friday. No, I'm going to be asking people, or maybe it's on Tuesday when I change out my wax, I'm going to show them, hey guys, I'm changing out my wax to marshmallow mint. It's only available until February 28th, so make sure you get your order in this Friday when we party. Things like that, right? Leading them to the party.
Now it's party time!
We've got our display of some warmers, some wax, the products that we would have out if we were doing just your regular run-of-the-mill home party. What I would do during my Facebook Live video is literally walk through the products that I'm going to be showing off. Because again, remember, I'm live video streaming through the Facebook event, okay? So I'm going to be talking, I'm going to be engaging, I'm going to be watching those comments. Now here's a tip for some of you. If you end up getting more invites and you're closer up there to that 30 mark, maybe even 15 or above, sometimes it's really a great help to have maybe a team member or a friend or something like that that can kind of help you to intercept if maybe you miss comments, or if somebody makes a post in the event and maybe you don't see it. It kind of might be helpful to have somebody there with you or online at the same time to kind of draw your attention in case you miss something. Because again, remember, like I said, think of your whole living room filled with 30 people. It can sometimes be hard to see if somebody's holding up their hand in the back row if everybody's standing, right? So that's the same kind of concept. We don't want to accidentally miss someone and then have them feel like, oh, she didn't even know I was at the party. Oh my gosh, well, never mind. I don't want those feelings at all. So sometimes it's a good idea to have somebody there to kind of be watching and just be your wingman during the party. One of my best tips ever, whether you do a Facebook Live party or just a regular Facebook party, do not ever send your customers to your website to order. Would you do that at a home party? Oh my gosh, I certainly hope not. I hope that you guys out there are not doing home parties and then standing up at the end and holding up a sign with your website that says, here, go on your phone and order. Please tell me you are not doing that. I'm not gonna do that at my Facebook Live party either. Now, I happen to utilize Google Docs, and that's when I create an actual Google form, right? I use a Google form and I create an order form. And so what I do is I tell people during the live event that I'm doing to simply email me, and I will then send them an order form. That Google form can be completed with them with the products that they want. They can then input their payment information, and then they can send that back to me. I also give all my guests the option of using PayPal. I personally use PayPal for my business. If you don't, if you use Square or another version of, the electronic payment system, that would be fine too. So whatever works for you, works for you. I'm not gonna sit here and try and promote any business over another, but that's personally what I do, is I use PayPal. So for the people who don't necessarily feel comfortable filling it out on the Google form and then sending it to me, I simply give them the option of having me send them a PayPal invoice. And I always tell them that I don't place their order until I get the receipt of their PayPal payment. So it's another way to just kind of safeguard our customers, keep them feeling comfortable and knowing that their information is secure and safe with me. They're a great Scentsy consultant. So I've done my presentation. I've sent them order forms. I'm receiving payments and order forms back that are completed. And I'm going to do just like I do at any other party, right? Because the fortune for me is in the follow-up of the Facebook party. I then follow up my parties with a personal thank you. Now, for some of them, it's usually done in an email format, sometimes a text. More than often though, it's done via email. And it's just a quick, thank you for coming to my party. I've got your order in. The expected shipment due date is blah, blah, blah. I kind of give them that upfront information, right? Let me know if you have any questions. And then what do? I close out my party just like you do any other party. Any other party. So again, you have to get the concept of just because I'm doing it online means I need to change everything up. That is totally not true. Again, people want to see you. They want your personality. They are buying from you because they like you. That's right, they like you. I like you too. So I want you guys to be showing off your personality, and I want you to be having fun and really take advantage of the Facebook Live feature. Now, for a small subset of you, you guys may be just a little camera shy. I want to encourage you to step out of your comfort zone in this, okay? I challenge you to step out of your comfort zone. Just a little, okay? Just a little. If you think it's intimidating to be on camera, that's okay. Why? Because these are the people that you've invited to be a part of your Facebook party, right? You've personally invited them in some way or another, whether it was a text or an email or a message, whatever. You personally reached out to them. They know you in some shape or form. I promise you they will not judge you, because what would happen if you invited Sally to your Facebook Live party, but then suddenly you were afraid to talk to Sally? If Sally asked you to do a home party, would you be afraid to go to her house? I would hope not. So just take one small step out of your comfort zone and turn on that camera. You can do it, okay? You don't have to be a professional. You don't have to have the most beautiful home on the block, okay? You can focus your camera directly to your table, okay? Focus it on your products. Really make them the showcase of everything, because really, they are the showcase of everything. Hope that these tips have kind of helped give you some direction, give you some great ideas on what you could do and how maybe you can tweak your process of doing a Facebook Live party. I personally am doing one this Friday. I cannot wait to have some fun with my guests. So I hope that you guys are going to be having one soon. Maybe this has sparked some ideas. Remember, step out of that comfort zone. You can do it. Until next Tuesday, peace, love, happiness. Bye.